What is up, YouTube? This is Anonymous Mentor. I'm a little bit sick, but I'm gonna carry out with these videos. Today we'll be going over SSH for tunneling into other machines, and the uh, STFP for the secure or SFTP Secure File Transfer Protocol, and how to use that as well to transfer files back and forth from one machine to another. And in my video that's coming out after this one, we'll talk about brute forcing your way into a machine via SSH. That way you can bypass password authentication. Not really bypass it, but brute force your way through it. So let's get started by starting our Crunchbang virtual machine, which is basically just another Linux operating system. And we'll move this over to the left over here, and we will open up a terminal from where we'll be doing all of our SSH and good stuff. Wait for that to load up over here, and before that loads up all the way, let's do a sudo nmap -pn 192.168.1.0 out of 24. This is going to scan our entire network right now and tell us everything that's connected to it. So we'll let that scan, and then we're going to come over here and we're going to open up a terminal. And by default, Crunchbang does not have SSH enabled, so we're going to have to enable it. And to do that, we have to do an update as well. So sudo apt-get update and 2 ampersands and sudo apt-get install SSH. It looks like I misspelled something. I put udpate. We're gonna udpate, whatever that means. So as you can see, the point I'm about to make is we scan this and this IP 192.168.1.71 belongs to this Crunchbang account right here. Let's open up another terminal. If config, you can see it's 192.168.1.71 right here. So it says all the ports were closed on this, all 1,000 ports. So now that we actually installed SSH, if we run sudo nmap on 192.168.1.71 again, we scan that again, we can now see the SSH is open for us, port 22. So now we're going to talk about how to tunnel into it. But first, let's come over here and we'll say pass WD to change the password on this account. And I'll just change it to password, and it said it changed, and we'll do a sudo su, and we'll set a password for the root account. I'm just going to set it as hey. It's kind of weird that the root password can be something so simple and your normal account passwords can't. It's going to be a certain length. I thought that was kind of humorous. So now that SSH is available to us, we need to do sudo. You always want to run this as sudo SSH 192.168.1.71. Now keep in mind, I'm only doing this for a reference real quick. If you do it like this, it's going to automatically try to make you authenticate by root. So whenever you get this error right here, you need to copy this command and run this command as root. So sudo, paste it in, and then it'll update the host. And if we try that again, it says, are you sure you want to continue connecting? We'll say yes. And notice how it tries to make us root at 192, If you don't know the root password, you can't get in. Luckily, I do. So now we do a who am I. We're at root at Crunchbang. But if you don't know the root password, you have to sudo SSH, and then you define it by the username, which is Crunchbang at 192.168.1.71. And we need Crunchbang's password, which we put in as password. And as you can see, now we're Crunchbang. Yeah, now we're Crunchbang. So now let's say we did SSH into this place, and we wanted to go to the etc, and we wanted to pull that shadow file. For those of you who don't know what the shadow file is, it's the password, basically the file that contains every password, uh, like the root password and stuff, and they're always encrypted. So it would be dumb to try to decrypt. Like, we could put decryption software on this right now, just by uh, installing it and then trying to run it on it. But it would be really stupid because the people on the machine would realize it. So what you need to do at this point is open up a new tab, and then we'll sudo, and then SFTP, and then we'll specify the IP and the name if we want. We could do Crunchbang, but for this we'll do root at 192.168.1.71. Enter in my password, and that isn't right. Oh, okay, yeah, it is. Hey, and as you can see, we're in the SFTP now. If we type in a question mark, it'll give us a list of all of our commands. But the ones that we're really interested in is the pwd comes in handy because it tells you what directory you're in. If you get confused, pwd, and the get command is what allows you to transfer um, files back and forth. So if we open up our home, which is where this terminal was opened from, really, so it's going to send, or we're in the home directory whenever we did the SFTP command. So it's going to download the files to the home directory. So if we cd into the etc, and then we say get shadow, and do that, you can see 100%, and now the shadow file is right here. Of course, you can't display it because it's an unknown type, but we have the shadow file right here now, and we can decrypt it on our own time. And you could go ahead and exit out of this, and you could leave from here. But another nifty thing to do is, if you want to get a little bit more crazy with it, is since you're in their machine, since I'm at Crunchbang right now, I could use SFTP, and I could do it to my account, which if you look down here is 192.168.1.69. So if I SFTP at 192.168.1.69, say yes, and I type in the root password for my actual account. Okay, I need Crunchbang's password real quick. Permission denied. Crunchbang at 192. That's so weird. Let's see, sudo SFTP 19 root at, or we'll just say, yeah, root at 192.168.1.69. Yes. Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. Enter in the password. and now we're connected to my machine, which is right in front of us right here. And if we cd to the home and then my Ninjax and my desktop, you'll see that I have a file called backdoor. And if we say get backdoor, it just transferred backdoor over to this Crunchbang machine. So now that's how you can successfully use SFTP. If you tunnel in by SSH, you can call the SFTP, grab a file from your computer, which could be a backdoor or rootkit, and then throw it on the machine that you're SSH'd into. So this is a little bit more advanced way to use SSH and SFTP and how to use them. And I hope you enjoyed the video. This is Anonymous Mentor. If you like my content, subscribe, like, and if you have a question, post it in the comment section below and I will answer it. Have a great day.